when we lack mobility, flexibility in one joint, your body will try to find it in another joint. Okay, so it looks like this. Let's say you got hip restriction. The hips are tight.
Right.
Okay, and we already talked about the joint of our spine. It should be able to flex, extend, and rotate, right? The joints of our hips. Let's say when we're going to sit back for that deadlift or for that swing, let's say like this is as far as I can go. Let's say my hips are so tight, this is as far as I can go. But my brain is like, well, I've got to get my hands to the kettlebell. So if I can't access the mobility of the hip, then I'm going to access through the spine. And this is how people hurt their back when they're lifting weights, is because they don't have the the mobility here, so their body finds the mobility here, and then they're lifting with their back. The same idea when I backed you out of that arm bar is once you met your restriction in your rotation of your spine, you started to give up your shoulder.
Roll it.
Yeah, I started to roll the shoulder because it's like, well, I've got to get my chest down, but I can't move anymore, so I'm going to use my shoulder. You see? And so that's why I stopped you at that stage. So we'll go right into that moment where you can't go. We'll breathe through that, and over time, you'll get more and more range of motion. The same thing, the reason why we're doing this is because with your press, if we can't extend through our thoracic area so we can press overhead, let's say we're stuck here. Well, since I can't extend in this joint, I extend in this joint so I can get my hand overhead. So I'm really straining my back versus getting stronger, right? So this kind of unlocks and helps with a lot of that stuff.